Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is put on lip balm. Also, hello. Now I'm going to mix my moisturizer with this to make me a little bit tan. Squeeze of the d-bronzi. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more. And then just mix it, rub it all in. The foundation I'm going to use is Fenty's Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. And this is how I do that. I put a pump of it on this Real Techniques brush, foundation brush. And I don't know why I like to do this to my face, just put dots all over it. But if you are not really into foundation, or like into makeup I should say, you don't have to use a foundation at all. I like to just use concealer and just put like concealer on redness and pat it out instead of covering, like if you don't need or if you don't want a full face of foundation, you don't have to. So after that's all patted in, I just take a sponge, and this is an e.l.f. sponge. Just patting this all in to make sure I don't have any streaks from the brush. I'm going to go in with concealer. This is the Fenty concealer. And I'm going to add some coverage in my T-zone again, but also around my nose. I have a couple spots around my mouth. I always cover up my chin extra. Put some concealer in my under eyes. If you feel like you have darker under eyes, this is a really great product. I'm not going to put it on right now because I don't own it in the correct color, but this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Correcting Concealer. You take a little bit of that and you dab it under your eyes, and then you put the concealer on over. So I'm taking the sponge and I'm using a pressing motion. You can see, like before with the foundation, I was using circles or swiping motions. This is more of a pressing motion, really pressing the concealer into your skin. My little brother is playing video games and screaming his head off. So this is the Fenty setting powder. So just dabbing some of that. This is another Real Techniques brush that came in the set with the foundation brush. And I just pat this under my eyes. Also, I didn't mention that when you're doing your foundation, you should really go like all under your chin, a little bit down your neck, but I just don't feel like it right now since I'm just gonna take this off and go to bed. You can put a little powder like wherever you get oily. So for me, again, in the T-zone. If you also have any blemishes that you concealed, I would powder them as well. This is a Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dawn. So I take a little blob of this in the back of my hand, just a little dollop, and I take a stippling brush. This is from e.l.f. domed stippling brush. I'm going to pat it on the back of my hand just so that it's all like evenly coated on the brush, and then pat it onto my cheeks. Okay, I also put a little blush on my nose, the bridge of my nose. You want to just give yourself a nice natural flush, almost as if you've been like out in the sun and not quarantined. The next step, I'm going to bronze. So I use the Fenty bronzer. She's a beauty. I have the shade Private Island, and this is a e.l.f. fluffy brush. How I bronze is kind of like contouring / bronzing. So I just do like a straight line here, which take it or leave it. I will take it. I bronze my forehead because I feel like I have a big forehead, so I try to like create a shadow and bring it down. So here I just bronze my nose, like nothing special. And then I go on my jaw, down my neck. The other thing I do is take the bronzer and kind of, I don't know, make a shadow on your eye. So it's kind of, I'm trying to just do like a straight line here. Oh, another thing is to get your ears, especially if you're gonna wear your hair up. This is a investment, but I think this is like the key to having really beautiful looking skin. This is called Fix Plus. It's from MAC. Excuse me. So you just spray. This is coconut scent too, so it's, and even the original stuff smells really good. But you just spray, and I get my skin mostly dry. I just use my hand as a fan. Now that I'm mostly dry, I'm going to highlight. So highlight is like what makes the skin look really beautiful and shiny when you are moving in the light, especially in the sun. So I'm using Becca Champagne Pop, and you're gonna highlight the high points of your cheeks. So where my face is naturally glowing, you see here, or naturally shining from the light, I should say. I'm gonna apply this in those same places, but I also want to apply it up above my brow. And I kind of just like, I don't want it to be a straight line, so kind of put it on this way and then fade it out. I don't know what you say. Blend it. Going this way. I go down this bridge of my nose. Do a little on my chin. Sometimes I just go like this with the big fluffy brush all across my eye. I always highlight my ears. And I also like to highlight my upper lip. So this all is not necessary. Honestly, it's like my favorite part of makeup. My skin is having a small freak out because I'm consuming a little bit more wine than usual. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush. This is a broken Morphe fluffy brush, E27, and go back into my bronzer that I used. And I'm going to use circular motions, and I'm even going to go out into my temple. But this is just to add, like, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but just add some depth to your eye. And I go all the way into my nose. This is kind of like a mini type of nose contour, but go down the side of my nose. There's no rhyme or reason. I wish there was. This Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel. It's basically, this is one of the greatest tricks of the trade. It's like a little mascara for your eyebrows. And it's an easy way to look more put together, or an easy like cheat. Instead of having to draw your eyebrows in, it kind of amplifies what you already have. So I just comb this through. I usually do 2 coats of that, but first I'm going to kind of let these dry. While I do that, this is called a pencil brush, but I'm going to go back in with a bronzer and use this under my eye. And this might seem scary. You might think it's going to make your eyes look smaller, but it helps just add more definition to the eye. And it's just like a natural shadow. I'm going to take more of my highlighter, the Becca Champagne Pop, and apply that to my brow bone up here, and then in the inner corner. That just opens up the eye. If you wanted to, if you're feeling quarantined and fancy, you put a little on the center of your lid. Because why not? I go back in with this fluffy brush and make sure there's no harsh lines. now is a good time to put a second coat of brow fiber gel on. So I'm gonna do that. And honestly, this is all on days when I used to go to work, I would only use this. I wouldn't use a brow pencil at all. I'd do like 2 or 3 coats of this and call it a day. I'm going to use a cream or bone colored pencil and apply it in your waterline, so that's like the inner part of your eye on the bottom here. And this is another way to look wide awake. Now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. This is a tweezerman eyelash curler, and apply some mascara. Now I personally have to curl and put on mascara like 4 times before I'm happy because I have stick straight eyelashes, but we'll see. This is the Colossal mascara from Maybelline. Does anybody want to sit here and watch me do this the whole time? This is an Urban Decay brow blade. I only use one side of it, and that's the ink stain side because it's like a little liquid eyeliner for your eyebrows, and it's really good to do hair strokes. So I use this because I want my eyebrows to start more closer to my nose. So I just add some hair strokes in the front of my brow. On both sides. And you guys know the old saying, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So don't come at me. Stay out of my DMs talking about the fact that my eyebrows don't match at all. Now I use the Anastasia brow definer. This is in the shade Caramel. Fill in shape. I don't even know how to do my brows, so don't ask me. I just kind of add on to what's there. The other side of this has a spoolie, so I comb out any excess product. And I hate my left eyebrow. But for the people who have to wax their eyebrows like every 2 weeks, I just want to tell you, you're really lucky, because I really lack in the eyebrow hair department. Finally, I'm going to use this old clear setting gel. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is to set everything this is to set everything into place. So I kind of brush them up and like, I guess, follow the natural way they grow, but I kind of like to go up, and then on the sides they go down. This is my most favorite gloss by Fenty in Fenty Glow, and it's almost gone. It's a really moisturizing gloss, and it's not sticky. It smells good. I like the color. It's very natural. That's pretty much it. Okay, I just curled my eyelashes again. I would typically put on another coat of mascara, especially to build up the bottom lashes, but I don't feel like it. So that is my everyday daytime makeup look. The only difference is for night I would add more eyeshadow and maybe a lipstick if I'm feeling crazy. If you want to see that, leave it in the comments below. I don't know. Okay, I'll try to give you a little bit of a close-up though. Okay, well, hopefully you learned something from this, and hopefully it wasn't too awkward, and that's all. Okay, bye!